Hey YouTube, this is my unboxing video of the Evolution Fireworks Neptune selection box. It is I think it's the third smallest box in the range. I can't remember exactly, but it's 18 fireworks. Nice little selection there. We can see 3 rockets, there's 2 shot tubes, 2 Roman candles. There's at least 3 cakes, and then the remainder I assume will be fountains. We'll find out in just a moment. I've yet to look in this box at all. All of the details are on the underside, so I'll show you those later on. I'll empty the box out first. As usual, these plastic covers, there's a bit of tape that I haven't found. There we go. So yeah, you get your 3 small little bottle rockets. So you've got 3 Apollos, which is upside down, but I'll read it. I can't read upside down, overestimating my abilities as usual. 10.7 grams in there, which actually for a selection box rocket is rather high, usually about 4 grams. So they're quite big actually, these rockets. They're not going to be Warhawks, but you never know, might not be too bad for a box. You've got your usual rocket tube and your crappy tape lighter there. We got 2 North Star Roman candles with 3.2 grams. I imagine they'll just be comet shooters, as Roman candles in boxes tend to be, but this is still a garden selection box. It's distinctly smaller than the ones I had last year, which were disappointing, so I thought I'd go a bit smaller this time. You got a couple of red dwarf, did not say that properly, red dwarf shot tubes. What we're looking at, 9 grams of powder in those, so that must be a little report. Shot tubes are always good fun in a box. Generally surprises people because people don't expect a single shot like that, so they're always good fun. So we got an Asteroid fountain and a Mercury fountain, both 18 grams of powder. These are fairly light. I imagine they're a little bit bigger. I mean, the fact that I can squeeze them a little bit, it's just they're a bit bigger than they need to be. Selection boxes or not, the attempts to unwindow dress them, actually the boxes themselves have been worse than the window dress ones that I've fired, so I'm not too concerned about that really. But yeah, they might be right. Little fountains generally are alright anyway. You got 2 Milky Way Fox Fountains, 40 grams in here. I mean, these again will probably be overdressed, a little bit like the Bright Star fountains, although these are significantly more powder heavy than those. So they should be pretty good. 40 grams is pretty decent for a selection box fountain of that size. And we've got 2 little circular fountains again, almost certainly bigger than they need to be. 24 grams of powder in these. So these, interesting, are all 15 meters rated, which is interesting for a Cat 2 selection box. You don't normally see that. Not necessarily a bad thing. I'd imagine for the fountains you're probably alright, but the cakes may well be just a little bit on the powerful side for 8 meters. Fairly light feeling in these, but 24 grams again is fairly reasonable for a selection box really. I'm not too disappointed by that at all. Then we've got Storm, these are much bigger fountains, and Lava, these I think have 55 grams of powder in. Yes they do. So these will be a good long lasting combination fountain. Again, probably just a little bit bigger than they need to be, but that's never a surprise in a box like this. So they should be pretty good, they're pretty weighty as well. Onto the cakes, we've got this very overdressed Comet, 72 grams of powder. Not sure how many tubes it is, but this middle section here is completely empty, so I think it'd be 48 shots around the outside there of just little comets, I imagine, based on the name. Oh, there you go, Yellow Pearls Crackle. No need to speculate on that one. Then we've got this little crater, I think that might be, I'm pretty sure there's a C under there. 9-shot cake, it's a pretty good size product. 56 grams of powder in this. This reminds me sort of the Royal Party 9-shot cakes. It certainly looks similar in size, so one might think it might have the same problems with falling over, so I will make sure that's nice and secured. But that'll be pretty good, there's a bit of weight to that one. And then finally, the Anova 9-shot Barrage, which again is very much window packaged. Why that one has to be that size and that one has to be that size, I don't know. I mean, I ignore window packaging generally in selection boxes, but that is a bit of a Mickey take. Bearing in mind there's one that's exactly the same next to it. Again, exactly the same, 56 grams of powder in there. Don't know where the effects are in that. doesn't say them. Oh well. So yeah, that's the Neptune box. I'll just flip it over and give you the details on the back there. So we've got 514.5 grams of powder, category 2. Spectators must be at least 15 metres away, which is interesting. You don't normally expect that on a box, but again, I haven't ever got a problem with people being a bit over safe with fireworks. So yeah, interesting box this, because it's from a premium supplier. Evolution are quite new on the block, but their builds certainly build themselves as a premium supplier. Quite a lot of overdressing. I'm not too disappointed about that, but perhaps it just maybe reminds people that the fact that supermarkets do it is not really any different to anyone else. The only box I've had at all recently with no overdressing at all, very little, was the Mosquito box by Viper Fireworks. I haven't done one of these videos in ages, which was really poor, really disappointed with it. So, you know, things aren't always as they seem, so I'm not too worried about the overpackaging in this at all. What it does look like is a really good little box, certainly for the money. As a sort of comparison, this would be similar to the whatever it was called, the Fantastic box by Cosmic, which I had last year. I never did an unboxing for that. Check out Welsh Pyromania if you want to see an unboxing of that one. This is very much similar sort of NEC, similar sort of price point. So how it compares to that will be interesting. Hopefully it'll be a bit better quality. Certainly there's more powder in this per pipe per piece. So I'll be interested to see how they compare. But yep, that's the Evolution Neptune selection box. Thanks for watching, guys.